What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and everything you see here has either been sent away or had to be fixed, with exception to the grips. And if you're wondering what grips those are Talon Pro grips. And I know they have the little blue and red and green and yellow pieces, not sure what those are, but dang do they feel good. I know it sort of looks lame to some people, I actually like the way it looks, but the way it feels will change your life. Pick up some Talon Pro grips. I make no money from this. It's literally just a recommendation that will change your life. Pick up the Talon Pro Series grips. The reason why you get the Pros is there's sandpaper grips and then there's rubber grips. Picture them meeting in the middle. It's the best of all worlds. No wearing down your clothes, no scratches, but you can grip perfectly with sweaty hands. Literally the best. But today we're going to be talking about the Mossberg MC2c as well as your guys' favorite optic company. I just got this back and it's a new one. They literally didn't give me my other one back. They gave me a brand new EPS carry. Now, I had my other EPS carry for about 7 months, 8 months, something like that. No dot. Dot gone. One day you're shooting, it's there. Next day it's gone. Not a battery issue. I've also had other dots where that's happened. I have a $550 Viridian RFX 44. The dot just disappeared while shooting at the range one day. Then the next time we went to the range, it was working again. Then we just went this last weekend and it didn't work again. Like what? $550 for an optic? And then yet people talk down on me for carrying Sealies. I have 30 something Sealies. I've only had one lose a dot due to battery. That's it. Anyways, Mossberg MC2c. This is one of my favorite Micro 9 out there. Easily. One of my favorite. And that's for a lot of reasons. One, they made a Micro 9 that's actually comfortable in the hand. Like, actually comfortable. I say the Hellcat's relatively comfortable. The FN is relatively comfortable. And what does that mean? Relative compared to what it is. For its size, how small it is, how thin it is, how light it is. It is relatively comfortable. But on a Micro 9, to feel like it's actually a really ergonomic handgun is rare. You know, you have to get like a Glock 43X, for example, to fit most people's hands. Whereas the Mossberg MC2c, I have size large hands, or I wear size large gloves. My fingers are a little shorter, but they're also a little fatter and swollen. So if that helps with the comparison, I hope it does. I get almost 3 fingers on this thing. Look at that. I get 2.5 easy on this, and it's a Micro 9. This is 11+1 with the flush mag. You can also throw in the 14-round mag, and for the larger Mossberg series, they have the 16-round mag that this takes. So this can go anywhere from 11 rounds, real short like this, to 16 rounds. Why Glock didn't do that with the 43X blows my mind. Why not give us, you know, an 8-round mag to here and then a 10-round mag fully extended? That would have been awesome, but they didn't do that. But the Mossberg has been one of my handguns that I've been trying to love. You know, not trying to love. I actually love this thing, but it just keeps letting me down and failing me. And I know I talked down on the SIG P365 and I would never carry it, but that's because of the malfunction I had. The round, so it chambered around and then got completely locked up. Dead trigger. Round in the chamber, locked up slide, you can't even pull it back, you can't bang it on anything, you could not get that round out, it had to go straight back to the gunsmith. The problem with my MC2SCs has been light primer strikes. And what's interesting is, the way you handle this, or the way you take this handgun down is actually really interesting. Obviously this is cleared, safety checked, but what happens is you lock it to the rear, there's no takedown lever or anything, right? You have to press this button. And when you press this button, the back plate slides down, and then you can remove your striker and plunger and springs, right? Therefore, you're always touching that striker, always manipulating that striker. Now, does that have a role in it? I thought it did with my first Mossberg MC2sc. They sent me a new striker. It ran flawlessly again. You know, so I don't know what their problem is. I don't know if it's a weak spring. Sorry, guys, I can't talk. I don't know if the metal heat treatment isn't where it should be, but I know Mossberg makes nice, tough, rugged shotguns. I don't see their production being any different with their pistols. Even their very first release was a really solid handgun. That was the single stack. That was the MC1SC. I actually own that, and it took Glock 43 mags, but they sold it with ETS mags, and it still ran genuinely pretty reliable. Then they came out with the MC2c and the MC2SC, and that's exactly what I have here. It is one of the flattest shooting Micro 9s, if not the flattest shooting. It even compares to my Smith & Wesson CSX, which was shocking to me. But what I really love this handgun is that trigger is perfect for self-defense. I mean, this is what I mean. It's hard to explain, but like my buddy shot at the range the other day. He never shot the Mossberg, and he loved it. He thought it was unbelievable. The way it fits your hand, plus that trigger pull. Obviously, it's cleared and safety checked. it just feels natural. Like there's a lot of good triggers out there. Like the P365 trigger feels cheap to me, or it feels like something's a little off. It's a good trigger, but it feels off. Glocks are a little spongy, not the biggest deal. CZs are crisp and clean, love them. But this Mossberg just, it's like a good defensive trigger, right? Very little movement. It fits your hand perfectly with the angle and that flat face. It's very natural, making that pull perfect, and you are not moving or manipulating that handgun in any direction it shouldn't be going. Also, they thought about us. They put memory pads in there. They gave us a rail. They gave us everything anyone could ever want. They also offer options with the safety, right? And this is a crossbolt safety. Smart. A lot of people accidentally engage the safety up here, or they'll miss it. It's a little harder to press because they try and make it flush in the frame with the slide. In this case, it's right by that trigger guard. So when you grab it, I mean, look at that. It's so easy to manipulate. Do I use it? No, but I thought I'd get it like this for the channel to show people that there are options out there with the cross bolt safety, which is actually pretty cool. Very interesting. I'd like to see, how they thought of that, or where, the whole process for designing that would actually be pretty cool to see. The finish is dang near flawless. I don't know why it looks so matte or clean like that, but no scratches, nothing, no holster wear. I think the Mossberg has one of the best finishes in the game. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of oil and lubricant on that side, but pretty dang good looking. Barrel wear is beyond minimal, even though you can feel there is a good amount of rubbing even before it hits this flat. But not a big deal, not causing any problems. EPS carry has ran. MC2c has ran since I got it back. Does Mossberg just have some bad strikers going out? What is going on? Everybody who has this gun loves it. Everyone who comments about it loves it. Runs flawlessly, runs great. Mine, I'm trying to have this in my rotation. I want this in my rotation, but it's just getting really hard. But right now we're over 550 rounds since we got it back through both the EPS carry and the MC2sc. Not a single problem yet. Absolutely love this setup. Now, do I like the Hellison EPS carry? I think it's a good dot. I like its size a lot. You can't really beat the size of it. The dot is very clear and concise. Obviously, it looks a little bigger on camera. The window's very nice size. You can just get a nice little co-witness. You don't even need a co-witness in self-defense. It's just so stupid that people even talk about that. Oh, if my dot goes bad, I got a co-witness in the self-defense encounter. Come on, you're literally pulling your gun and you're shooting. That's life. You're not looking through an optic. You're not looking at your sights. The guy's probably 5 feet from you, and he's probably already on you, right? You may not even get a chance, to drop. But absolutely love the Mossberg MC2sc. It's built phenomenally. It's great. They thought about every single aspect of this handgun. A great finish, ergonomic. They have options with tritium sights, crossbolt safeties, awesome mag releases that function great. Memory pads. You're not going to find a lot of lights. You're not going to find a lot of holsters for this. But a great trigger and a great shooter nonetheless. I think we were shooting at like 82 feet the other day with this, hitting, 6-7 inch groupings. So absolutely love the Mossberg MC2sc. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.